Virtue lies in the middle ground. Man is multiplied by the number of languages he possesses and speaks. To live is to be among men, and to be among men is to struggle. A struggle not only with them, but with oneself, with their passions, but also with one's own. Each one writes history according to his convenience. In the Middle Ages, everything bad was the work of the devil, everything good, the work of God. Today, the French see everything in reverse and blame the Germans for it. It was a world which granted privileges to some and imposed prohibitions on others. Endowed with strength and eager to learn, one had to drag himself in a narrow prison cell when he could see an open field, a vast horizon in the distance, when he could feel the beatings of a heart, and when he believed himself entitled to enjoy the beauty of a dream. The tyranny of some is possible only through the cowardice of others. No, let us not make God into our image, poor inhabitants that we are of a distant planet lost in infinite space. However brilliant and sublime our intelligence may be, it is scarcely more than a small spark which shines and in an instant is extinguished. Today is Christmas Eve. Whether or not Christ was born exactly on this date is not important. But chronological accuracy has nothing to do with tonight's event. A grand genius had been born who preached truth and love, who suffered because of his mission, and on account of his sufferings the world has become better, if not saved. Only it gives me nausea to see how some people abuse his name to commit numerous crimes. If he is in heaven, he will certainly protest. Man works for an object. Remove that object and you reduce him into inaction. He who would love much has also much to suffer. He who knows the surface of the earth and the topography of a country only through the examination of maps is like a man who learns the opera of Meyerbeer or Rossini by reading only reviews in the newspapers. The brush of landscape artists, Lorraine, Ruysdael, or Calame can reproduce on canvas the sun's ray, the coolness of the heavens, the green of the fields, the majesty of the mountains. But what can never be stolen from nature is that vivid impression that she alone can and knows how to impart. The music of the birds, the movement of the trees, the aroma peculiar to the place, the inexplicable something the traveler feels that cannot be defined, and which seems to awaken in him distant memories of happy days, sorrows and joys gone by, never to return. Necessity is the most powerful divinity the world knows. It is the result of physical forces set in operation by ethical forces. Travel is a caprice in childhood, a passion in youth, a necessity in manhood, and an elegy in old age. God has made man a cosmopolite. He created seas for ships to glide on, the wind to push them, and the stars to guide them even in darkest night.